I'm the Senior Representative for Swinburne Education and Teaching Society, and this is our Real Talk series. And today we have TikTok teacher, Mr. Luke.
Hello.
Hello. So, Mr. Luke, what inspired you to become a primary school teacher?
Right, so I guess I had a little bit of an influence. My grandparents were both teachers, and they originally lived in the States, but they kind of toured the whole globe, teaching everywhere. So growing up, I always thought that was kind of awesome. And then kind of the two other little areas, or the two other little things that kind of made me want to go into teaching, I guess, were I have a younger brother who was 5 years younger than me. So growing up, I was always really keen to kind of like help him out and teach him new things. And then I had my first and only Australian cousin born probably when I was about 12 or 13, and helping her out and kind of like doing the same thing and watching her develop and being able to teach her stuff was just super duper cool. So I've just kind of always, I've kind of always like been keen to teach and help out little ones.
Yeah, beautiful. So obviously it's a big change going from a pre-service teacher to being in the industry. I wanted to ask, what has been the biggest surprise for you coming into the actual industry of teaching?
Into the big wide world of teaching?
Yeah, big wide world.
I think one of the biggest kind of surprises that took me was the pace of teaching, when you become a teacher, the pace of it all, and just kind of how quickly things can change, whether it not be new policies, guidelines, practice styles. You kind of have to keep on top of everything. So there's a lot of, I guess, behind the work, or like behind the teacher desk, or whatever you want to call it, that you don't really understand, or you don't have to be accountable for it until you are in the big teaching world. So I think that was probably the biggest surprise. I mean, it still surprises me how much it changes constantly. So you definitely have to be on your feet.
Yeah, just like constantly learning as you're teaching.
100%. Yeah. It's not just, you don't just finish uni and get thrown into a classroom and then kind of that's it. It's constant. It's constantly new learning to not only better yourself, I guess, but also to better like the ability to teach the little kids.
Yeah, beautiful. So the last question I have for you today is, how do you juggle social media and teaching? Obviously, that's such a big thing for pre-service teachers especially, you know? How do you juggle that?
Oh, look, it's definitely a juggling game. I think what you have to be aware of is that social media is going to happen. We're all a part of it. I guess you're a part of it if you choose to be. I know I am. So I think it's important just to distinguish kind of your personal life and your professional life, and try not to get those two things confused, particularly whilst using social media. So if you've got social media for your own private account, like I've got a personal Instagram account, I'm not going to go and kind of involve my education kind of world into that, if that makes sense, I think, maybe.
Yeah. Like there's Mr. Luke and then there's Luke.
Exactly. Exactly. I know that the whole TikTok platform, I mean, it's the fastest growing social media platform, I think, ever. And it's really cool. It's really engaging. It's fun. Upon signing up, I kind of let my leadership team know that it was happening, and I was going to be kind of posting some fun stuff in my classroom and having fun with it and everything. I believe kids follow me on there because that happens, but it's still just it's common sense. I guess, like, it's common sense. I'm not going to follow my kids or my family, like my kind of school community families on there, because kind of just like a fun side. It's not, I don't want it to become kind of another platform that I guess my school community can reach me on, because there's other platforms such as our school app and everything that's the platform they would use to kind of talk to me on that. So it's a juggling game, I guess. But it's also a lot of just use your common sense and be mindful about what you're posting. For example, I've kind of put into place my own guidelines to use TikTok, because I know that I do have students who watch it, and I know I've got parents who watch it as well. So I've got my own kind of guidelines that I adhere to, whether it be kind of the sound that I'm using or the language that I'm using and stuff like that. So it just comes down to, just think about what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking time out of your day. Good luck with the start of term. I know that's coming up.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thanks for letting me be part of it. This is wicked. Thank you.